Welcome to IPMWorks e-learning modules. My name is Nicolas Munier-Jolin, and I am from INRAE, France. And this video is part of module number 7, which is about assessment of IPM-based systems. And this chapter is the short introduction to this module on assessment of IPM-based systems. When redesigning cropping and farming systems to adopt more IPM so as to reduce pesticide use, you have to be aware of the diversity of assessment topics. And this is important both to convince farmers to adopt IPM and to inform policymakers about the consequences of promoting the adoption of IPM. So here is a list of assessment topics. First, at the farm level, of course, it's important to assess the impact of IPM on pesticide use and pesticide impact, for example, to assess whereas it's possible to reach the targets of the farm to fork strategy, which is about halving pesticide use and pesticide impact. But it's also important, of course, to assess the cost efficiency at the farm level, to convince the farmer that IPM is indeed cost efficient. So you have to assess the input cost, the equipment cost, the yield and the system productivity, and the net margins. And it could be also important to address the issue of risks, which is linked to the interannual variability of cost efficiency. It might be important to consider also environmental impact, for example, the emissions of greenhouse gases or the nitrate leaching, which can be in some way related to IPM. And also IPM is often considered to be related to impact on the workload. So it's important to assess the impact of IPM on workload, work organization at the farm level, and the feasibility, the technical feasibility of IPM-based systems. At a more larger scale of regional, national, or European level, it might be necessary and important to assess the impact of the general adoption of IPM on food security, or, for example, on trade balance of agriculture at the country or European level, meaning the balance between imports and exports of agricultural goods. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you in other chapters of this video.